They dropped off our screed, so we ordered this thing up. It's a Black Beauty screed. This is a Black Beauty Power Concrete Vibratory screed. Only has one hole gouged in the side of it. So this is the unit. So we'll get this thing set up and get it ready to screed. Need a butter knife. Cut better than this thing. So there's a little square bolt on this side to keep it from vibrating around. It's got a lock washer on every one of these bolts that go through it. So it seems to be a pretty nice unit. It says, caution, the long receiver bolt is a brass component. It must not be over tight. Be gentle with something today. Okay. Right here it has this little mechanism you push on both sides. Squeeze and that comes right off. And that's where the carburetor is. And this is where the throttle cable goes, I believe. Throttle cable's just hanging out here. Let's see what these other things say. Caution. This is a 4-cycle engine. Do not add oil to the gasoline. No oil in the engine. Fill the engine with oil to the correct level before starting the engine. So I believe this cable comes through and you tighten it on there so that when you pull on that, it has a little stop, so you push it several times till it actually goes through there. To get it situated just right. There, now it goes through it. And you have to lift that thing up over that little screw right there. And then this should extend at the throttle. Over here, this will extend it back and forth. Gotta turn it. There we go. Now that's the throttle. This is the thing it was saying to not over tighten, because it'll strip out those threads because they're wussy. And that should stay on there nice and tight. The thing slid down. It has a hole on the back side of it, right back there, that the little knob will slide inside so it won't let go. Housing back on. Put some oil and gas in it. Should be ready to roar. Not sure why they put this gas tank on a sideways angle, but you're gonna get gas in your concrete when you try to fuel it up. Seems a little odd, but it's just basically going sideways instead of turning. Seems like they would have made this turn up so you could just pour your gas in there. This is our little fat Yorkie, about to have little puppies. You gonna pop soon? You gonna puppify the world? These puppies are gonna be half Pomeranian and half Yorkshire Terrier. But she's getting fatter and fatter. I kind of wish this handle, or this pole right here, was a little bit longer. I'm a little bit taller, so in order to keep it level, I have to lift it pretty high. And then when you go to set it back down, you're lowering it way down into the concrete. So if you're pouring a 6-inch slab, that's going to be all over in the concrete, even at this height. And that puts it just, I wished I had another 2 inches right here at least, so that I can pull it up further and have it sit up out of the concrete just a little bit more. That'd be nice. That's the black stallion screed. Should be pretty nice. I really like this triangle board. So when you're screeding, I've seen other boards like the L-shaped board. Just seems like it floats over the concrete too easy. This will carve on the edge of it and pull the good job, dog. It'll cut on this edge right here and kind of cut the concrete to the height you want. Whereas the L screed, it seems like it'll just float over it. Maybe if you guys have tried one, let me know what those L screeds are like. Give us a power trowel. Just load it up. Box. This box has the trowel in it, and the other one has a handle in it because they handle. So we're going to put this thing together. It's a Whitman Multiquip trowel. Okay, there she is. The handle. Hook that thing up, see if it works.
No.
The older ones didn't have this bar right here that bolts to the top of these blades. Right here. Get my hand down in there. So right here it holds onto the blade. You can see that little swivel right there. And that keeps all these blades working together in unison so that the blades won't bend. Like this shaft right here will bend a little bit easier, like say you're doing a grade change or something, and they flex across it, so it might suck for grade change, but at least it won't bend the blades. Okay, so the way you hook the cable up is you pull this off. This is just the air filter housing. You slide that off, and then you got a wing nut on there. I already pulled it off, and then you pull the filter off, and then you just grab this base thing here and pull it off. Now you can get to your cable, and you have a little tiny Allen wrench that loosens up so that this cable will slide. This cable will slide through this. So you loosen that little Allen wrench and slide it through there with the spring in between. So you put that spring between here and there, loosen this up. There's a little tiny notch down in there, and this is supposed to slide in the notch so the cable goes on this side, and then tighten that down. And then this spring just keeps it from, so that it will actually idle. So it'll push it back to idle. So when you adjust your, up here on the handle, right here, when you adjust this, then it moves this back and forth, and it'll actually hold it over to where it'll sit and idle, so your blades don't sit there and just turn. So put all that back together and put some oil in it and gas, and good to go. It's got this quick pitch handle here, so you can adjust it like this and adjust the pitch of your blades. And that quick pitch cable wasn't mounted either, so we put that bolt in there. Two nuts, one on each side of it. So that's what holds that in place. Still got this to put on, and then I think we're good to go. This was wrapped around the handle. It says, please replace engine brake-in oil after 5 hours of runtime. So in 5 hours we got to service it, dump all the oil out of it. But it's a pretty nice trowel. Start this thing up, make sure it's on. It's got oil. We checked its oil, put some gas in it. See if our switch is working. Yep, gravity switch works. It had a extra thing right there. I didn't hook it up. Didn't show in the instructions where to put it, so I didn't put it anywhere. But so the gravity switch is working without it hooked up, so we're good to go. ready to trowel our slab. We got concrete coming at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna pour the 40 by 40 area, then we'll do the garage and the porches tomorrow.